Welcome back to Swoley Cannoli, where we're all about playing games and getting gains. On today's episode of Joystick Judgment, we're talking about Monument Valley and its Forgotten Shores DLC, developed by Us2 Games, released in 2014. We're going to rate this game on a scale of 1 through 10 based on the music, story, visuals, gameplay, and length, where each area can score a maximum of 2 points. So let's jump right into it with the music first. Now, I want you to close your eyes, take a listen, and tell me what you see. I see a traveler on a trek through new and strange lands they've never visited, with unfamiliar architecture and a desire to gain new perspectives. And that's essentially what you get with Monument Valley. You'll travel around MC Escher-inspired locations while solving light perspective puzzles, and the score here is minimal and perfect for contemplating your next move. The breeze from an unexplored shore in the Rookery, the sounds of the forest and hidden temple, and the ambience of a bustling city in oceanic glow. I like the tapping of Ida's feet shuffling around, the rumble of new towers ascending from the ground, and the instruments that get played as you slide around the architecture. This section gets a 2 out of 2 from me. On to the story. In Monument Valley, we play as a little girl named Ida on an adventure through awe-inspiring structures, trying to reach the end of each one and release some kind of sacred geometry from your hat at an altar found at the end of each level. Although there's not much story here to speak on, I do find the few characters we get to be charming. Our silent protagonist, the helpful sentient pillar of gold, and of course the annoying crows trying to block your path. I like that there is at least some amount of plot here, even if it's implied and open-ended. It's better than nothing for sure. Some think that this story is one of redemption and atonement, and I can definitely see those themes here. This section gets a 0.5 out of 2 from me. On to the visuals. The levels here are absolutely stunning. You could print out any screenshot from this game, frame it, and hang it on your wall. This feels less like a video game and more like interactive drawings of impossible architecture. I also appreciate the simplicity of its presentation with an almost non-existent UI, so there's no distractions away from your goal. I feel the scale here gives a sense of power to the player, seeing as how we're able to effortlessly shift around these buildings that are small to us, but huge in comparison to our protagonist. Also, I've always loved these hostile little crows, but I didn't notice until I watched a mini documentary on the making of this game that these crows are literally the opposite of our character if you look at it. Just a nice little detail I missed on my first playthrough. There are definitely some quality visuals on display for what began as just a mobile game. This section gets a 2 out of 2 from me. On to the gameplay. The whole game feels like you're playing around with swivels on a little diorama. It gives me that same feeling I get from admiring a Lego set I just finished putting together. There was no shortage of moments here that made me smile and think, that's really cool. Although your character mostly just does a lot of walking around, the magic comes from those in-between moments where you discover how to manipulate these towers to progress forward. I feel like the difficulty was pretty forgiving, although some levels might take you a bit longer than others. Overall, this is a very laid-back experience and is not very likely to frustrate you. It has just enough of a challenge here to make you feel satisfied when you figure out the correct path for Ida to take. This section gets a 2 out of 2 from me. On to the length. This game was definitely a lot shorter than I would have liked, but the time I did spend with it was precious. I definitely feel like more could have been done with the concept. That's why I'm very glad there was some DLC to give us more of the same and extend that playtime a little bit. It only took me about 3 to 4 hours to roll credits on this one. This title could definitely be finished faster, but I was in no rush and loved taking in the majestic sight of each level here. Luckily, there are sequels that expand on the idea more, but this first entry can likely be finished in 1 or 2 sittings. This section gets a 0.5 out of 2 from me. 3 games I would say are similar to Monument Valley would be Fez, Mecharama, and Vignettes, and of course the 2 sequels. So to wrap this up, Monument Valley is a wonderful work of interactive art with illusionary buildings, relaxing music, and a short playtime that will leave you wanting seconds. I'm giving this title a 7 out of 10. If you want to play Monument Valley for yourself, it's available on many platforms, but goes on sale on Steam for around $3. I want to thank you for tuning in today. Like the video and subscribe if you want to see more game reviews, and to those that have played this game, did you hate it? Did you love it? Comment below what exercise you did today and let me know which game I should review next. This is your host, Zach, signing off.